If it's that music, it's Wednesday. It means it's time for your money. So here's the catch. We're going to show you ways to monitor your cash flow, help your finances. 5 easy tips. I know, easier said than done, because if you're not making a whole lot of money, how on earth can you possibly save money? There is a way to do it. Joining me right now is financial expert Galia Gichon to help us work through these financial waters. It is great to see you. I want to start with the first question. Look at your cash flow for 3 months. Write it down. Why write it down? How is that going to help us? And why 3 months instead of, say, 6 months?
Well, I think, good morning. First of all, looking at your money, especially now during COVID and quarantine on a 3-month basis, just makes it much more manageable. Things are changing so quickly in 3 months, whether your expenses or your income. So if you can just really look at what money is coming in over the next 3 months, and then also what you're spending on a monthly basis, and then it'll be very clear, do I need to borrow? How much should I take from savings? Or are we just fine? And then you can reevaluate in 3 months, because it is changing very quickly.
It really is. And Galia, I have to tell you, before this all started, I was writing stuff down. I have like my little notebook, like I'm back in elementary school. It's a little depressing, but you do, I think, have a clearer sense. You have a clearer sense of where your money is going. And part of that is your retirement plan, because I think about, my goodness, I've worked a lot of different places, and I have these like lingering 401ks or IRAs spread across the land, and I have no idea where they are or how to get hold of them. What say you?
So here's the good news, is that I'm actually going to help you find money. Every time I suggest this tip or this action item step for someone in one of my seminars, invariably, I think 7 out of 10 people have found old pensions that they're from teaching, or if they find old IRAs that they forgot about, or an old 401k from a job. More and more people are finding that. So in a good way, you're home now, you've got a little more time, you're not commuting. So clean up all your old plans. So if you have a 401k and an old job or multiple IRAs, pick one place to consolidate all of these plans. First of all, this is going to help you save money on fees. You can also properly plan your asset allocation and pick as few investments as possible. I'm a big fan of the no-load index mutual funds such as Fidelity or Vanguard or Schwab. And then I'll just add is keep investing in your retirement plan, even during COVID and quarantine. And if it feels like you can't do a lot, don't stop, but just lower the amount.
Lower the amount. Just keep swimming, like Dory. Half of that I didn't understand, but I'm going to go to your website. We're running out of time. But the next thing is a little macabre, but I think about it as the single mother of 2 children. Update your will. Why is this important for our finances?
I'd like to say that it was no more important than a year ago, hopefully, but the idea that this is a really important thing when you're doing your finances, this is a legal part of your finances that is just as important. So take this time to do it. Maybe your health directives have changed, or you want a new guardian for your children. And I know for me, I haven't updated my will since my first child was born, and she's 16. Check out LegalZoom or Rocket Lawyer, but just get it done. Get your health directives set up. That's all I'm going to say.
I love that. Last 2 is cut back on your expenses. And I actually am consolidating these 2 questions, because you say talk to your friends about your money. And I actually talked about this last night. They said this is boring girl talk, but it's important girl talk to cut back your expenses, and talk about that with your trusted circle.
Absolutely. And I think the whole idea is not to complain, but really what you want to aspire to. Join a community, bring mindfulness to your money. One of the reasons we don't deal with money is we don't talk about it. So say I want to learn more about mutual funds, or I want to save, or pay my mortgage down faster, or even get a mortgage. And at the same time, find 5 places to plug. And the reason you want to do this is you just feel like you're taking an action step, which makes you feel more in control. So some things I've done during quarantine is gotten rid of cable. And at the same time, I've looked at all my streaming, and I've actually consolidated some of my streaming options. Also look at your insurance policies.
Oh, look at you, Galia.
And then I've also found that these, well, I'm home more and I'm trying to practice what I preach. If I have time for more tips, let me know. If not, they'll be on my website or in the class.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, and if our viewers or me, for example, want to go look at your tips, go to womenscompassforum.com. Galia Gichon, thank you so much for your time and your wisdom.